This year has proven more than ever that if you have a desire to start a home-based business, then you need to go for it. Hey there, beautiful. Tamiadawkins here, and if you've never seen my face before, I would love to invite you to subscribe. On my channel, I talk about all things connected to living an intentional lady life so that you can build a life and a business that I know that you'll absolutely love. In today's training video, I'm going to share with you 13 top home-based business ideas for women. Now, if you've been paying real close attention, really paying attention, now is the greatest time to start a home-based business. One, a lot of people are doing it. It's definitely something that's super trendy. And most oftentimes, rather than looking at a trend as a negative thing, like I don't want to jump on that particular bandwagon, you should look at it from the perspective of the fact that there is a market that wants you to go ahead and start your very own home-based business in a particular area or niche. Now, working from home is something that is definitely doable. You definitely have to have the mindset to be able to do it because the truth be told, you are your own boss. But at the same time, if you are willing to go ahead and put in the work and really get into the mindset to bootstrap in terms of whatever company you're gonna go ahead and start, then I'm telling you, it can be something that is absolutely successful. Now, the first thing that you need to realize is that obviously it's not gonna be an easy task. Whatever it is that you set out to do in terms of starting any kind of business is gonna take work, especially if it is a startup. But once you're able to really set the foundation of whatever it is that your business idea is really going to be, then it can turn into something absolutely lucrative and totally amazing in terms of it being a tool, a service, or something that is going to help people. So my number 2 top pick for home-based businesses that women can go ahead and do is for you to go ahead and start an online boutique. Now, this is something that I tapped into as well quite a few years ago, but the new way that I see a lot of people starting online boutiques is by doing drop shipping. So what drop shipping simply is that you find a manufacturer that supplies whatever goods that you want to put in your online boutique, and then they also have the ability to be able to send it to your clientele rather than doing it the old school where you would order it from warehouses in bulk and then kind of send it out in terms of whatever packaging you wanted from your home. And so a lot of people have gotten away from that and they're doing it this new and trendy way, and it really works out, but you just have to make sure that you find the right manufacturer because you want to make sure that your product is getting out to your customers in the right timely manner and it is exactly what it is that they thought that they were ordering. So if you do research, that can be an amazing idea, especially if you're into all things fashion, to start in terms of a home-based business. Now, the third top home-based business that you can start is something that I've done as well, which is a subscription box company. So some years ago, I also had a subscription box company called Master Mom's Box. It was a curated box that served moms and babies. So I sent them out a monthly box. They could subscribe for like 1 month, 3 months, and then I think it was 6 and 9 months. And so you can literally start a subscription box with anything in it that people would be interested in getting on a consistent month or 3 month or 6 month or 9 month basis, or whatever you decide to set out for that industry in terms of what the need is in terms of the items that you would put inside of your subscription box. Now, when I did this, I would just reach out to local companies or companies that I found on the internet and let them know that I want to include their products. So sometimes they would give the products for free, or maybe they would give a coupon code if it was like a digital download for something. But if you do research and you consistently try to make sure that you're putting products inside of the box that people will really love on a month-to-month basis or whenever they do their subscription, this can be something that is totally profitable for a home-based business. You just have to make sure that you put all the pieces together so that it can turn into something that's absolutely amazing, and it's not something that costs millions of dollars to start. Obviously, it's not something that costs thousands of dollars in terms of it being a startup, but you definitely want to just make sure that you have all of the components of what you need to get started, and this would be definitely a profitable business. If you notice, there are several different people that do curated subscription boxes, some that you might already be subscribed to, and sometimes we can be utilizing different products but not realize that we can definitely tap into that industry as well. So another business that you can start that I am currently tapped into is starting a digital products business. And so what this consists of is selling different PDFs, worksheets, you're talking about ebooks, online digital downloads. Now, this is one of my favorites out of all of the different businesses that I've had the opportunity to be a part of, mainly because it doesn't cost anything, literally, to put together a digital product and then go ahead and house it on your website, or let's say you're connecting it to courses that you're doing. This is something that is super amazing. So whatever it is that you really might be really good at doing in terms of teaching, you can definitely put it into a digital product form. And so this is something that is definitely really trendy right now, but I think people that really do their research to fill in the gaps within the industry, or either they're really good at what they do, are really thriving in this particular industry. Now, I've had maybe about 3 or 4 ebooks that I've created thus far, whether they were freebies to be able to help in terms of my email list, or to be able to, or whether they were ebooks that I was actually selling, one in particular to be able to help people to build an online business, which I will leave a link to in the description down below. And you would be absolutely surprised about how much money you can really make in terms of creating ebooks. Now, there is a process as to how to do it. There's a right way and there's an absolute wrong way, and then of course marketing and everything else. But at the same time, there's like no money that you have to have in order to put together digital products to sell. So the 5th home-based business that you can absolutely start if you're an amazing woman is a t-shirt business. There are different stores that are like drop shipping stores, like stores like Teespring in particular, that you can have the opportunity to create your t-shirts on that platform and then go ahead and ship it out to your clients on those different platforms as well. Once again, you just need to do your research, but this can be a very lucrative business because most oftentimes, depending upon how many t-shirts you order, depends upon the price. Like the more you order, then the less the t-shirts will be, obviously, if you're ordering them in bulk. And so this would be an amazing way for you to get started. You know, sometimes we don't realize that sometimes you have to start the business that you're maybe not 100% excited about to be able to raise that capital to go ahead and start the next business. So if you want to do an online boutique, but you know that you can't get the exact things that you necessarily want to get for that shop, maybe if you start a t-shirt business first, then you'll be able to raise the money to get the products that you want for the online boutique. Now, this next amazing home-based business that you can start is to become a virtual assistant. Now, I see a lot of stay-at-home moms tapping into becoming a virtual assistant. You have different business owners that are in the online space, like myself, that always need virtual assistant tasks done. And so that can be on the basis of helping them in terms of a membership service that they have, or helping them in several different areas, maybe with different paperwork, or helping them with customer service tasks. Like, it is endless. Being a virtual assistant is something that is amazing, and it is definitely something that is on the rise. I would even go as far as saying, if you don't necessarily want to be a virtual assistant, maybe you can start a virtual assistant agency that would help other virtual assistants that don't want to necessarily be the owner to be able to find work. So that could possibly look like you starting a website for virtual assistants. They could pay a fee to be a part of that particular membership group for virtual assistants, and you can kind of run it and be the boss. So that is amazing home-based business that you can start. And for those of you, once again, that are stay-at-home moms that are looking to stay with your babies but then work at the same time, you definitely want to look into becoming a virtual assistant. So the 8th home-based business that women can absolutely start would be a soap business. This is something that I was definitely interested in, but I never got my hands in doing it, and it's something that I probably will be doing as a hobby because I'm totally into all things organic and healthy living. And so you can start a soap business by putting together different recipes, or maybe if you already have a following, trying to figure out what people want, what they need, you know, in terms of if they have skin issues And maybe it would be a good idea to do research in terms of different essential oils so that you'll know what fragrances work, maybe different things that are good for the skin. So starting a soap business, a homemade soap business, can be super lucrative. You can set up a store, you can get your marketing together to try to figure out how you can reach new clientele. But with home-based businesses, you just really need to figure out what your audience needs and what they're looking for, and then you can absolutely create the products that they absolutely will love. My ninth pick for top home-based businesses that women can absolutely do is to start a service-based business. Now, services that consist of anything. We're talking about different errands that need to be ran, anything that consists of a service that people need. Now, you can do it from the standpoint of being the boss, starting like a service-based business agency for different people to come in that are looking for service-based jobs. Or either you can go ahead and be one of the people that fulfills whatever services those are. So what you start to do is just try to figure out what you're really good at in terms of services that you can offer to different people. That might be something like I mentioned, like running errands for people or doing different tasks that they need within their businesses or within their lives. And this really can consist of anything that you're really, really good at. And so I think that that's how startup companies like Shipt, which is a grocery service company, started, because they realized that people just need help in terms of day-to-day tasks. Like, you never know how something like that can blow up, especially if you do your research in trying to figure out what the needs of people are. And so you see these service-based businesses literally all over the place in areas that maybe people don't necessarily think about. So definitely look into starting a service-based business. Now, this next home-based business that women can start is for you to become a social media manager. Now, we all know this is an amazing business to start. You have women that are starting this business in the range of like $60,000 to $80,000 a year. People are getting paid because everything is literally online now. And so if you know that you have a desire to be able to help people to manage their social media in terms of helping them with posts, in terms of helping them with engagement, in terms of helping them with whatever they need to grow their following on social media, then you can definitely look into becoming a social media manager. There are so many automated tools that are out here too that would help you to be able to have even more than one client. So maybe you can start off by sending different people a message, maybe sending them an email, maybe getting into the DMs to find out what they need. And you'd be completely surprised about how much money you can make if you're able to help people with their social media so that they don't have to worry about doing their social media and they can absolutely focus on doing other components within their business. Now, this next home-based business that you can start is something that is really trendy, but if you have the passion to do it, then you can definitely monetize it and turn it into a profit, and that is blogging. There are people that make a lot of money with blogging. The money usually comes in connected to affiliate marketing. So if you already have a platform where you're blogging, you can go ahead and attach different products that you really love to that particular blog. And so when people begin to read whatever blog post that you put up, if you put different links and lace them in, or if you're talking about a particular product that you love that's connected to the theme of your blog, then you can find that you can make coins. Now, for me, within my blogging scheme, I do this. I definitely have made money in terms of blogging. And so it's definitely something that is absolutely doable. Now, for example, for me, I have an Amazon's favorite shop. So whatever products, when I'm doing live video that I go ahead and I mention, I'll let people know that I have a shop that they can shop in terms of all of my favorite products. So on my website, I have something called Tamia's Favorite Amazon Products, and anytime I mention a link, I'll put the link there, and there are coins that I make anytime somebody makes a purchase on whatever product I mention and literally whatever else they put in their cart. So affiliate marketing connected to blogging is something that you can absolutely start to do in terms of a home-based business. Now, the next thing that you can really focus on in terms of creating a home-based business for women in particular is by taking photos. I think that sometimes people underestimate doing photography. I mean, there are several different people that are always literally in the online space looking for stock photos. So if you have a love for taking photos, you can either offer your photos to different companies or start your own website that house different photos that you take over time. Now I'm telling you, there's a booming market for stock photos. They have different websites that offer stock photos for free, but I noticed that when people start their own stock photos websites, that it is something that definitely takes off. Why? Because people don't want to have the same photos in terms of stock photos on their website. They want to be able to have something different. Now, you can start a subscription-based membership that connects to your photography in terms of stock photos. That would be really helpful to online business owners. So if you have a camera and you have a passion, I mean, a good quality camera that maybe you can invest in to take these photos, then you can go ahead and start your own website and offer these stock photos, or really any kind of photography that is connected to your passion can be absolutely amazing. I know that if I could have ever started a photography business in terms of taking pictures of babies, is something that I would definitely do, but I'm definitely doing something different right now. So maybe in the future it'll be something that I can do and that you should absolutely look into as well. Now, this next amazing home-based business that you can start is to become a copywriter. Now, copywriters are in high demand, especially for online businesses, because copywriters help to capture prospects, meaning to say if a company is looking for new clients, whatever it is that this copywriter is able to put, let's say in a social media post, or within a course writing, or within different blog posts, this basically helps for the client to be able to recognize this business owner and absolutely buy into their products and services. So copywriters are people that are super duper important. They have that gift of gab in terms of what they're writing out for clients and customers. So this is a home-based business that you can definitely absolutely start. There are several different websites that you can put a profile on to try to figure out if you can get work in this area and really rack up on a couple of clients. Because when it comes to copywriting, like once you are able to connect to a particular client, it's not like they swipe out copywriters. Usually you're that person's copywriter like forever if you're willing to do it for that long. So copywriting is definitely something that you want to look into in terms of starting a home-based business. Now, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I know that sometimes starting any kind of business can be something that's intimidating, but it's something that can absolutely be done if you make up your mind to really want to do it. And so in the description down below, I'm gonna put a copy of my ebook that I created that will teach you how you can go ahead and start an online business, which is basically a home-based business as well. I've got several other ideas that I placed in the ebook that you can look into in terms of starting your very own online business or your very own home-based business. That would be really helpful. And this ebook walks you through the steps that you need in order to create an online business that you'll absolutely love. So you definitely want to take advantage of it. There's just one more thing that I absolutely have to let you know, and that is that I absolutely believe in you. I'll see you again here soon. Talk to you soon. Ciao.